Welcome to Read It or Skip It. We dive deep into the stories that have you hooked.
And today, we are definitely hooked again.
We're plunging back into Bayview High, yeah. But, well, things have changed. There's a whole new game, and honestly, the stakes feel even deadlier this time.
You sent us your sources on One of Us is Next, the sequel to One of Us is Lying.
We did. And trust me, what unfolds is... it's complicated, like really tangled. Forget scrolling through spoilers. We're going to unpack the core of this sequel for you right here.
That's right. So we're picking up, about 18 months after the explosive end of the first book?
Yeah, about that. So you're back in Bayview High, but the vibe is different. There's this new kind of tension hanging in the air.
Definitely.
And it's not about solving an old crime, really. It's about surviving this terrifying present. Get this.
Yeah.
Your phone buzzes. Group text from unknown.
Right. Instant dread, I imagine.
Totally. Suddenly you're playing truth or dare. But these aren't like fun party dares.
No. And the truths are designed to just wreck your social life.
Exactly. And if you refuse, your biggest secrets go public. Like school-wide viral. Faster than anything.
It's pretty brutal how quickly it weaponizes, normal high school stuff. It starts with Phoebe, right? A junior.
Yeah, Phoebe. She gets outed for sleeping with her older sister Emma's boyfriend.
Ouch. Talk about awkward family dinners.
Seriously. Then there's Maeve, also a junior. Her secrets about dumping her boyfriend, Knox, also gets blasted out there.
It's like the author takes those everyday high school anxieties, the secrets everyone has, and just cranks the volume way, way up. Humiliation as a weapon.
Exactly. And you're thinking, okay, this is bad, really bad, but maybe it's just social stuff, right? How much worse can it get?
And the
then,
shock.
Boom. It takes a seriously dark turn. Brandon Weber, a jock. Maybe not the most popular guy.
Yeah, fair to say.
He ends up dead. It looks like an accident at first, at that construction site.
And this is the key part. Knox was there too.
Right. Knox is injured, and crucially, he has zero memory of what actually happened there.
So suddenly, this isn't just about embarrassing truths or dares anymore.
Nope. This game might actually be lethal.
Yeah.
Which, it highlights how something starting online, maybe seeming like a prank,
Can just spiral.
Yeah.
Completely out of control. Maybe even beyond what the person starting it intended.
Yeah, the anonymity emboldens people, but the consequences become devastatingly real.
It really makes you think about, intent versus impact, doesn't it? The game seems built for social destruction, but Brandon's death just changes everything. What are the real stakes here? Who is being targeted and why?
So yeah, naturally our main characters, Phoebe, Maeve, and Knox, even with his memory gap, they decide they can't just sit around.
They're not going to wait for the next text message from unknown.
No way. They team up. They're going to figure out what really happened to Brandon. Was it just a dare gone wrong? A terrible accident?
Or something way more sinister.
Guess who adds fuel to that suspicion fire?
Nate
from book 1. He's skeptical right away. Doesn't buy the accident story.
Which is great because it immediately raises the stakes again, right?
Yeah.
And it connects this new mess back to everything that happened before.
Totally. It's clever how the author uses him, not just like a cameo.
No, he actually deepens the theme, how the past keeps influencing the present, old wounds, new conflicts.
It's like the past is casting this long shadow.
Yeah.
So just as they're starting to dig, Phoebe gets this cryptic message, leads them on this classic spy stakeout, tailing some guy they nickname Intense Guy.
Love the name. Very subtle.
Right. But hey, they managed to get a license plate number. Real amateur detective work. Gotta admire the effort.
Well, yeah, and what's cool is how the investigation happens on, multiple levels at once.
How so?
Well, you've got them doing the stakeout, right? Real world stuff. But Knox also has this gut feeling.
About his parents.
Exactly. He thinks they know more about Brandon's death than they're saying. Which pushes Maeve into doing some digital digging.
She steals files from his mom's computer.
Yeah. High stakes move. Suddenly, it's not just about the game, it's about potential family secrets tied into it.
Man, the layers. And Maeve's not just hacking family files, is she?
Nope. She's also deep in the internet trenches, monitoring a Reddit forum.
Okay.
And someone involved in the game is posting there, anonymously, of course. But they mention Phoebe by name.
Whoa. So this isn't just random high school chaos.
Probably not. It hints at something bigger, maybe more organized. Could there be, a mastermind pulling the strings?
Chilling. Okay, so while all that's going on, there's this other event happening. A wedding.
Right, Eli and Ashton's wedding. Characters from the first book who, found each other amidst all that drama.
A nice moment, you'd think. But Eli,
Yeah.
he's Knox's boss, the lawyer.
And he just successfully prosecuted some corrupt cops, got some local fame for it.
And that seemingly unrelated detail is about to become very relevant.
You got it. Because they're digging on Intense Guy, the license plate. It pays off.
Who is he?
Turns out he's Jared Jackson. And here's the connection. He's the younger brother of Ray Jackson.
Wait. One of the cops Eli just put away.
Bingo! Talk about a motive, right? Potential revenge against Eli.
Okay, so this is way bigger than Truth or Dare. This looks like serious, potentially lethal payback.
Exactly. Personal vendettas crashing into this wider conflict. But wait, there's more.
Of course there is.
It gets even deeper. A connection to Phoebe's own past. Turns out, years ago, her father died. Tragic accident. A faulty forklift.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And guess who was playing with that forklift when it happened? A 13-year-old Brandon Weber.
No. The same Brandon who just died.
The very same. He was cleared of responsibility back then, but still.
Well, okay, that changes everything for Phoebe's perspective on Brandon's death. It adds this incredibly personal, tragic layer.
And another potential revenge angle, right? Maybe not just Jared Jackson, but someone connected to Phoebe holding on to that old grief and anger about her dad.
Man, this plot twists like crazy. It really shows how complex motives can be, doesn't it?
For sure. Even if someone wants revenge, maybe there are lines they won't cross. Or maybe things just spiral way beyond what they planned.
Which leads us perfectly to the climax, right?
Oh.
The wedding.
Yeah, the wedding. Jared Jackson shows up.
And he doesn't bring a gift?
No. He plants a bomb.
Jeez.
But Maeve and Knox, in this incredibly brave moment, they move it before it goes off. They risk everything and save a lot of people.
Heroes. That totally shifts how you see them and just how serious this whole thing has become.
Absolutely. It's that peak thriller moment. But the fallout isn't over. Not even close.
Don't tell me. Another twist.
A huge one. A confession. From Phoebe's sister, Emma.
The one whose boyfriend Phoebe slept with. What did she do?
She admits she initially worked with Jared.
What? Why?
Anger, betrayal over the affair. She pretended to be Phoebe online, made this revenge pact with Jared against Brandon.
She was behind hurting Brandon.
She claims she only wanted him injured, maybe scared, not killed. And she insists she backed out the second the actual Truth or Dare game started up.
Wow. So messy family drama meets potentially deadly revenge plot. That's intense.
It really highlights how murky motivations get, you know? Anger leads you down a path, but maybe there's still a line. For Emma, maybe killing Brandon was that line.
But is that the end of the secrets? Please tell me that's it.
Almost. One more layer to this onion of secrets.
Okay, get me.
A chat log surfaces. It shows Phoebe and Emma's younger brother, Owen.
Another sibling. What about him?
Apparently he's a bit of a tech whiz, and he had reconnected with Jared after Emma supposedly backed out.
Why would he do that?
It seems like maybe for the thrill. He was drawn into the dark excitement of the Truth or Dare game itself.
Okay, that's disturbing.
Yeah, and the really unsettling part, he only cut off contact with Jared after Brandon died.
So was he just playing along or was he more involved?
No.
Cutting contact after the death? That looks bad. Raises huge questions.
Big red flags. And that's kind of where the book leaves us, doesn't it? On this really major unresolved point.
What happens with Owen?
Well, Phoebe and Emma make a choice. A really tough one. They decide to protect him, keep his involvement secret.
Wow. Covering for him. that can't end well.
Feels like a ticking time bomb, doesn't it?
Definitely. So let's try and wrap this up. Basically, a seemingly dumb high school game
Truth or Dare
spirals completely out of control, turns deadly, and it's all tangled up with old grudges, family secrets, revenge plots.
And just impulsive, reckless actions by a whole bunch of people.
Yeah. And what really stands out is how blurry the lines get. Right? Between who's a victim and who's, well, a perpetrator. It gets really distorted.
Absolutely. And it leaves us thinking, you know, who actually started it all? Who was the original unknown?
Right. We never really find that out for sure. And how deep was Owen really involved? Was it just chats or more?
And what happens now that Phoebe and Emma are covering for him? What are the consequences going to be down the line?
Yeah, lots of loose ends. Let's dive into One of Us Is Next.
Yeah.
It really shows how easily something seemingly harmless, like a game,
can just mutate into something really dark when you mix in secrets and old trauma.
Makes you think, doesn't it? About the hidden connections, the vulnerabilities maybe in any group of people.
Definitely gives you pause.
So here's something to chew on as you go about your day. What are those unseen threads connecting to people in your life?
Good question.
That was our deep dive into the source material for you. For more insightful explorations, this has been Read It or Skip It.
Thanks for joining us on Read It or Skip It.